Go to the Tools panel of Affinity Photo and select one of the shapes. I'm going to use an ellipse. So create that. Now at the moment it's vector, but I need to turn it into a pixel layer via the Layer and Rasterize because I want to turn it into a pattern. So you can see now pixel layer, layer, and down to new pattern layer from selection. So you can see that design now. It's a pattern layer. It's repeated off to eternity. And I can remove the other one. I can then move this around, rotate, etc. But what I can now do is go to another document and I've got some pattern layers already created of triangles, different colours, etc. And I'm just going to copy that. So that pattern layer, edit and copy. Go back to this document. Now with that selected, I have to be selected there, go to edit and paste inside. And now what happens, that pattern is pasted inside those circles. It's just below, you can see inside there. And you can still continue to move this, manipulate it. You can also go to the move tool and you can set mirror and all those sort of things if you want to do that. And you can move that around. You can also go to the top. There's the pattern layer, the parent, and you can then click lock children. So you can move that around, or you can go to deselect lock children and resize the design, and the triangles will resize, rotate with the top layer. So if I do that, just select that again. If it wants to select and do that. However, what I can now do is I can select that layer, just the triangle one. I can go over to the other document and now I can select the other pattern. So there's another pattern layer there. Again, edit and copy, and then go back, and then with that selected, go over here to paste inside again, paste inside. That goes inside the triangles. So you've got now, you can see now that's just below that one. And again, you can do mirror and you can resize, etc. So you can just resize it all kinds of ways, rotate it. And again, you've got the same thing. Lock children, if you want to just change within that. So you can just then move that around. It will be frozen, stay in the same place, those squares. Or you can deselect that and resize that. And all the squares will resize as well. So you can create all kinds of combinations of patterns using this. Again, go back to the other one and now select the last one. There's that pattern there. And you can go to edit and copy and go back, of course, back to there and go to edit and make certain it's, make certain the pattern you want to add it to is selected. That's a key thing. If it's not, it's going to go wrong. Then you go to edit and paste inside. So now the circles are pasted inside all the way up through to the top one, which is the circles, of course. You can deselect them. So if I deselect them, they're all still there, or like that. And of course, I can go to that pattern. I can resize that, can move it around, rotate it, etc. Also, I can go to that one, and again, lock children. I can then move that around, and the circles won't move. You can see the complexity of designs that you could create using this. And obviously I've gone for very basic shapes, but you could see, combine it maybe with different images. Doesn't have to be circles and shapes. This could be photos, etc. Lots of photos combined in different ways to create a very complex structure, which is all live and all patterns which you can then distort and manipulate in all kinds of ways. So it's literally an infinite combination of designs. And again, what you can also do is say you go to any of these, and I'm just going to pick one. I can resize that, but I can also go down here to the FX down there, and I can say 3D. So just click there and you can see what happens. You end up with a 3D effect applied there. Now with that also, it's got mirror option there. I can also go to filters if I want to. However, as soon as you do that, you'll notice that things slightly change. So I'm just going to go for distort and deform. And I can distort that design there. Does create some interesting sort of thing. But it of course means that things are a bit harder to edit once you've actually started to use deform and manipulated the design. But it's still, I think it's pretty good to create all kinds of unique underlayer pattern designs. And I click apply there. And of course I could do exactly the same there. So select that one and I go to that filter, repeat deform. So that can then, well, obviously maybe the result maybe is not so good, but you could apply a different deform or maybe mirror, etc. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.